regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Carr to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Devon Kennard. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, 734.
From midfield, here's Carr. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on a comebacker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get down. 180.
Carr now on 1st down. And Cook has it, left side. 10 more there and another 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Carr again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Martavis Bryant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Stafford. This one caught by Chesson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stafford on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the 50, it's Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 22! Zero!
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football? And there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. After the penalty, it's Fournette. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. Out left side here to Bryant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Well, Dumbo.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
29. 29. Now, you ready? 808. Listen, hot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he may want to to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 38. After the interception, here's Stafford. Now he's forced out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Open man is Chesson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
22!
From the red zone now, Stafford. And his pass incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snaps, good holds. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Going deep here for Bryant. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Carl trying again on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Chief. Monday, down. Wide 85.
And they'll run it here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Carr now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Flushed out right. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to it.
And he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Keith Marshall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are in for 6. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded at the goal line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Here's a give to Fournette. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On third down, Stafford. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Now, lady.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Carr now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Go. Get set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Now a play fake here on 1st down. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now, Carr again. Forced out, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. From the gun, here's Stafford. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And now here come the Raiders. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Glover Quinn there on the stop. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And a quick throw here. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Raider 1. 6-18.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A first throw for the backup Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Griffin will throw again. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They run it with Carson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Important extra point up and through, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Marshall now, the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now it's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Drill right, 22.
Now Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Griffin down to a knee, and that should be the final act in this game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Oakland,